One big side effect of the pandemic is the way Americans are looking at their health care plans and benefits. And a new study shows nearly half of the workers in the U.S. are purchasing at least one new health benefit. Wealth whisperer and finance expert Winnie Sun is here now to talk about the shifts in healthcare attitudes that's revealed in the 2021 Aflac Workforces Report and how a healthcare plan plays an important role in financial health. Hello, Winnie.
Hello, Aubrey. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this, and let's talk about why choosing the right healthcare plan is so important when it comes to your financial health.
Aubrey, you're right. We know that healthcare costs are becoming a greater portion of a household's budget. So for many of us, this is open enrollment season. And we're going to be making decisions on things like insurance premiums and deductibles and out-of-pocket expenses. And unfortunately, these costs are getting more expensive than actually we even realize. With the pandemic, we're looking more carefully at these costs, seeing where we need to save and where we need to spend more. In fact, the 2021 Aflac Workforces Report showed that almost half of employees surveyed said that $1,000 would be the max that they could pay for out-of-pocket medical expenses, and a similar number said that they couldn't exceed a month without a paycheck. So we have a lot to think about.
What are the other findings in the study that you found particularly interesting?
Well, one that I was excited to read about is that Americans are getting proactive in planning ahead. Now, this is such a good thing. Nearly half of those surveys said that they had purchased, like you mentioned, one new health benefit in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. They added things like life insurance and critical illness, a hospital indemnity plan, telehealth services, or mental health resources. In fact, 90% survey believed in the need for these supplemental benefits, like the ones that Aflac offers that are designed to pay employees cash to cover what health insurance doesn't.
Yeah, those are good to know about because a lot of times people weren't thinking about that pre-pandemic, but maybe now it's something that they're considering, maybe even for the first time. I also want to know, how does the cost play into anyone's healthcare decisions?
I love this question because it's so important. When we're thinking that way, we're getting somewhere. The company enrollment time is one of the most important times of the year because you get to review, update your benefits. This is a time to make sure you have the coverage that you need if and when you or someone in your family gets sick. We know how important it is to have the right coverage for when you need it, just in case, right? Things will happen. Planning is key. Hospital and doctor bills can devastate a family's finances, so we want to plan ahead.
Now, you talked about employees maybe looking for more coverage or to switch up their coverage, but what about employers? Are they addressing some of these shifts in attitude?
Yeah, this is a timely question. We know that so many businesses have been impacted by the pandemic. But the good news is many of these companies still plan to maintain their same existing health insurance coverage, thinking that this is what their employees want. But actually, studies show that 75% of employers believe their workers are happy with their benefits package, but only 61% of employees actually would agree with that. So more than half of American workers shared that they value supplemental insurance like critical illness and hospital and cancer policies, and as a core component as a part of their comprehensive benefits program. So a lot of times companies are lacking these sort of programs. Now, the good news is when employers do offer this as part of that program, and then employees then enroll in the right combination of healthcare plans, then it's actually a win-win for everybody. The employees feel better protected, they feel less stressed, and they feel more valued, and the company benefits as well.
Winnie, it's great to know that the employers are kind of trying to accommodate some of these concerns revealed in the study that we know that are happening. We want to thank you so much for coming on the show and talking to us about the results. And you can find more of the results from this study online at aflacworkforcesreport.com.